Welcome to the Wager Detective Report for breakdown analysis and prediction for this game.
Hello and good day, folks. We're going to cap this Nationals versus Marlins game. Today is August 21st, 2026. Let's get into it. The Washington Nationals, 61-68 on the year. The Miami Marlins, 64-64. Marlins got a better home record, 38-25, but the Nationals good on the road too, 34-32. But Marlins playing really good at home this year. Neither one of these teams going to make the playoffs. When we look at both these teams, Miami plus 14 run differential, the Nationals plus 17. Miami playing a little better in their last 10, 5-5, where the Nationals are 3-7. They're still giving Miami a 4.5% chance to make the playoffs here. Let's take a look at what we got. We look at the Nationals, led by C.J. Abrams, 279 batting average with 91 RBIs. They're still missing Wood, that's going to be out with an oblique strain till September. Lilly, Abrams, Wood, Nunez, fantastic. They got rid of Garcia. Young is good. They got rid of Meade, Cruz, Ruiz. They got another kid, Tanya, and this kid Ortiz that's going to be in the lineup tonight. Very, very good team that this Nationals team has. I just wish they would have never got rid of Garcia, but still a solid team, and they're looking good even without Woods in the lineup. So when we look at them in their last 9, they are 2-7, -7 run differential. They're scoring 3.7 runs a game to 4.4 against. They're batting .226 over their last 9 with a .238 average with runners in scoring position. When we isolate to their last 9, they're only batting .186, and they're batting .100 with runners in scoring position, going 2 for 20 in their last 3 games with runners in scoring position. So not hitting good. They came off that Texas series where they won a game. I actually cashed with the one game they did win, but not hitting overly well over their last 9. Again, going 2-7 and only scoring 3.7 runs a game. So we look at the road splits. They are 34-32 on the year, batting .244, 5 runs a game, 32% on-base percentage with a .741 OPS and a .421 slug. They've been fantastic on the road. They're much better on the road than they are at home. And this team, you know, I like Cavalli. I like some of their pitchers on this team. If they can find pitching and not make mistakes in the front office with the players that they give up, they can be good. Now, this is a home road series to road series with no rest. This year, they are 4-3, +7 run differential. They're scoring 6.4 runs a game to 5.4 against in this split, batting .285 and hitting .315 with runners in scoring position. So road series to road series, no rest. They're really good. They score. They're good with batting average, and they're good with runners in scoring position in this split. Now, they're going to be going against Ryan Gusto, 27-year-old, 6'4", 0-3 record this year with a 4.7 ERA, 49 strikeouts with 1.32 whip. Not necessarily their best pitcher in the rotation. When we look at the 2026 season, he's got 11 starts, giving up about 10 hits a game with a 4.7 ERA, giving up 1.34 home runs per 9 and walking 2 batters per 9. So we look at his 2026 season, the ERA stands out, and the home runs per 9 could be a problem against this Nationals lineup that's still potent even without Garcia and Meade. When we look at their last 5 outings, Gusto was 3-2, or their Marlins are 3-2, +11 run differential. They're scoring 6.4 runs a game to 4.2 against. His last 5, 23 innings pitched, giving up 10 hits a game, almost 2 home runs per 9. The wins came against the Reds, Angels, and Phillies. The losses came against the Braves and the Padres. So the things that stand out, the home runs per 9 and the ERA and the hits. And that's one thing the Nationals can do and turn around in a hurry, even though they're not looking good over their last 9 games. So, yeah, the Marlins are 3-2 in his last 5. When we look at Gusto's home splits, he's got 6 starts, 25 2/3, giving up 8 hits a game, 4.56 ERA. The home runs, he's only given up 2 at home this year, which is a positive sign for him. Striking out 8 batters per 9. We look at the batting average against, .232 batting average against this year on him. So when we look at the Marlins, we'll get into them. Otto Lopez leading the team in batting average. Hernandez leading the team in home runs. Liam Hicks was leading the team in RBIs. He's no longer there. I like this team. Batting, Lopez, Edwards, one of my favorite players on this team. Marcy, Stowers, Sonoja, Hernandez, like we said, leading the team in home runs. Cassie, a decent player. Last 9 games, the Marlins are 4-5, scoring 4 runs a game to 4.1 against. They're batting .234 over their last 9 and hitting .226 with runners in scoring position. We isolate to their last 3 games. They are hitting .250, but the runners in scoring position average comes down to 217. So scoring 4 runs a game over the last 9, not bad. Home splits, they're 38 and 25, fantastic, batting 252, scoring 4.4 runs a game. Less than a home run per game. On-base percentage is 33%, and the OPS is solid at 735, a good slug at 404. So when we look at them at home, they win. They're getting hit 25% of the time, and they're scoring 4.4 runs a game. And when we look at them since July, not so good. 18 and 24 is their record, 4.2 runs per game. Still hitting 1.26 home runs per 9. The average is still almost 250, with the OPS being 729. It just tells me that their pitching isn't doing good when you could read that split and understand that they're 18 and 24, still scoring, hitting home runs, good OPS. The pitching has not been good for the Marlins. When we look at that split, that's easy to understand. When we look at the Marlins, when they go from a road trip to home with a day off in between, this year they're 2-4, -9 run differential. They're scoring 3.67 runs a game, the 5.17 against. They're batting 236 in this split, batting average, and they're 240 average with runners in scoring position. So 2-4 after coming off a road stand, having a day off. And then in that first game this year, they're 2-4, -9 run differential, scoring almost 4 runs a game. They're going to see Brad Lord. He's going to be the starter in this game for a couple innings. 26-year-old. He's got a 4.04 ERA, 57 strikeouts with a 1.25 whip. He's going to open up for Will Dion. Not the best numbers you want to see from a pitcher. We look at his 26 season, 62 and a third, giving up about 8 hits a game, 3.32 ERA, walking 3.6 batters per 9, striking out 8 batters per 9. So the ERA is not bad in his innings pitched, but the walks could be a concern. And we look at his last 5 appearances. He has a 9 ERA in 8 innings pitched, giving up a home run per 9, 7.88 walks per 9. He's given up 7 walks in his last 5 appearances of 8 innings pitched, and striking out almost 7 batters per 9. Not good, but he's only going to be in there for a couple innings. You're catching a team coming off the road with a day off. We look at his last 2 appearances. They were starts. 3.1 innings pitched, 8 hits. He gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, and 5 Ks. So the Ks are there, but also the walks. It depends on what he's going to be able to do in this first 2 innings that he's going to start before Dion comes in. But not looking good in his last 2 appearances, which were starts. And again, Will Dion's going to be the primary here. 26-year-old left-hander, 3.14 ERA, 34 strikeouts with a 1.05 whip. So they're going to try to keep the Marlins off balance by starting a righty and then coming with a lefty. The Marlins aren't necessarily good against left-handed hitters compared to right-handed pitchers. So when we look at Will Dion's last 5 appearances, 10 innings pitched, less than 2 hits a game, only giving up 1 home run in his last 10 innings pitched, only 2 walks, struck out 9 batters in his last 10 innings pitched over his last 5 appearances. So not bad. Coming over from the Guardians, he did have a game where he pitched 4.1 innings in that split. When we look at the bullpens, they had off yesterday, so they're fairly fresh. But you look at Peterson and King over the last week, they've gotten banged around along with Gibson, but they are fresh. They are the 13th best bullpen in Major League Baseball with a 3.98 ERA cumulative. So they're going to be fresh here. And then you look at the Nationals, they're the 28th best bullpen in baseball. Beater pitched yesterday, 15 pitches. Cosgrove and Revolta also pitched 16 pitches apiece. But look at these guys. They only got 2 guys that got banged around in the last week. They're fairly fresh. Beater should be ready to go. Williams will probably be the first one in. Bird's fresh. Beater could definitely come in if they need him. And we look, like we said, Fairbanks only had 13 pitches this week. But Peterson and King got banged around. I would imagine if it's a close game, you're going to see Peterson in there to close out this game. And when we look at this, the lineup construction, they're going to throw some left-handers at Gusto. A bunch of switch hitters in there. I like Ortiz batting second. He's a power bat. I could see a couple of home runs going out here. I don't know why the total set. Listen, I don't mind the Marlins batting order either. I mean, they got Marcy, Lopez, Edwards, Conine, all dangerous. Guys, when we look at this game, I think the Nationals plus 136 provides value. I like the over 7.5. I don't know why that number is 7.5. They obviously think that Dion's going to shove the starter there, Lord's going to have a decent starting to do that. But I still think that this game gets over. So for Wager Detective, I'm going to lean the Nationals plus the 136 in this game to somehow get over that 7.5. I don't know why it's 7.5. It is juiced to the over. So I like the over there, and I like the Nationals to win this game, even though they haven't been hitting good over the last 9. I think they wake up here, and I think they show that they still have something left in the tank here. So Nationals money line plus 136 provides great value. I liked a couple of splits, situational splits that made me lean this way, and I think that Brad Lord should give him a couple good, decent innings before Will Dion comes in and does good against a left-hander against that Miami Marlins lineup, keep him off balance. So that's the call here. Wager Detective calling the Nationals plus 136 and the game to go over 7.5. This is Wager Detective. I love all my fans out there. Please like and subscribe to me on YouTube. And I love all my fans out there, present and future. Let's go Nationals, and let's go over 7.5.
Be sure to follow Wager Detective on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.